But that's what I'm saying is like for the men, like they don't give time for the women to show them who they really are. So they're so consumed with being like making sure they can get this woman on their side that they just want to show up as what she needs. But it doesn't even necessarily mean that they actually want that woman. And then now she's invested in somebody who doesn't even actually want her because obviously he didn't give time for her to show her who she was. And now that he sees who she is, he's like, I'm off it. And he doesn't want to explain it to her. So he ghosts her. Then she has to be left picking up the pieces, being like, "Oh, obviously I did something that he's not interested in anymore."
Exactly, it's my fault, right?
But he did too much at the get. Like he didn't give time.
Saying that, though,
men don't like to explain themselves.
Saying that though, so anything in life, when you meet someone or when you do something, it takes time. So wouldn't it be wiser from a woman's perspective to not give him sex and wait until both.
I agree on both because, for example, like I went on a date, right? And I'm like, oh, like I might really like this guy. Like if I really like him, I don't really want to have sex with him. Yeah. Right? 9 times out of 10, that's not how the man is actually doing.
I'll be honest with
if
you.
he likes you, he wants to try it out.
I'll be honest with
and
you.
if you like him, you're into it. So you're gonna like. It's already like a false setup. It's already like a setup for failure.
That whole thing is kind of tricky though because as a guy, if I go on a date with you and I feel like we have a mutual
chemistry and everything,
and you don't want to have sex with me, I kind of just
you're worried about it.
Yeah, you're like
you're worried, and maybe I actually felt chemistry with you, but I'm worried and I'm letting my insecurities get to me.
I start thinking that you don't fuck with me.
Right, exactly. But it could all be insecurities. It could be my insecurities from
it's definitely perception of the mind.
But the difference is what I would say is I would rather if a girl doesn't want to have sex with me in that moment. She doesn't want to have sex with me. Fine, I'm trying. Men are gonna try, right?
Men are always gonna try.
It's how she moves from there. So it's how she responds that same night, and then the next day.
So how would you like her to move? Like, what is your ideal like?
She has to make me know that like. Okay,
she likes me.
And she's willing to work this through, and she wants to make me. Because you know the thing about it is like, for instance, we all know like as a guy, because we've been with girls, like if you've been with enough girls, you know that you've been with girls and you fucked them like the first time that you had like.
So is that like?
You get what I'm saying?
Is that like a turn on to like fuck a girl on a first date? Like,
no, I mean it depends.
It depends on the guy. This is why it's weird because some guys, it's the honest truth, bro. Some guys they fuck a girl the first day, they're not taking that girl serious.
Yeah.
And they be like, well, I'm gonna go fuck them other 10 girls in the lineup.
So like what is
I know
I'll give you a scenario.
So what is the dependence on? Like
I'll give you a scenario. If I have sex with a girl on the first date,
and
she's like obsessed with me after that, like I'm talking about like wants to talk to me every single day after that, then I'm gonna feel like damn, like I rock. No. I'm gonna feel like I rocked her world. Like it wasn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if I have sex with her on the first date,
and you never really,
it's like normal kind of like, oh hey, like you know what I'm saying, like takes days to like.
The thing is, it's a
I'm gonna think like, oh, she's done this with mad guys.
But you want to know? You want to know what's the? Okay, but
I don't know about everybody.
But do you want to?
So the thing is, it's a gray line because it depends on the type of guy, right?
Okay.
Depends
on the type of girl.
Yeah, the type of girl.
Because some girl will overthink it after and be like, oh my god, like I slept with him. And then they're like finicky with you, and they're like, oh my god, I don't know how he feels, and then they're kind of like they pull back a little. Yes, but they still like you, and that's the weird.
They might really like you, and you're thinking like, oh, like
because
she's
you know
not
what?
getting back to me.
Girls are so used to men reaching out to them, pursuing
yes.
all the time.
Okay, but that's because what society tells us
that they should do.
Society tells us all the time. If y'all wanted to do something, you would do it.
A guy that like, for instance, like a guy that actually like has his shit together and like knows what he's doing in his life, is attractive guy, stuff like that. He's not gonna like want to chase you because he has other girls that might.
That are chasing him.
You know what I'm saying? Like the only guys that really chase girls.
But like if you
only guys that really chase girls.
If you're into this girl, you're not gonna chase her.
Because that's what society tells us.
Girls love to be.
Society always tells us.
Maybe some other guy.
Girls love to be chased.
It depends, because it's a gray line. So like,
I don't think this is what I'm thinking. Is like from my observations, I feel like this is a big disconnect right now. That like women, we grew up in a society that's like always men are saying like, oh, if I want to be there, I'll be there. If I want to do that, I'll do it. If I want to show up, I'll show up. But I don't
like
think
if you wanted to, he would. That's our like.
That's what
but
society's always telling us. But I don't actually think that that's how men now are operating. Men now are operating as like, I'm going to show you how I feel, tell you how I feel, you show up or not. But like now, because there is this like other part of women being like, I'm a strong woman, I'm going to show up how I want to show up. I don't need a man. Blah 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 blah. Now there is like this like unspoken like elephant in the room where they're like, I'm gonna tell you how I feel, but it's up to you.
As a woman, why would you not show high interest in a guy?
Yeah.
Because then you're chasing something that may not be.
All right, so this goes back to like, I don't want to say like who's the prize, right?
Do you think it's the ego?
No. It's not. I'm not gonna say who's the prize. All right, but think about it. Out of all the guys that approach you guys, right? How much guys would you even talk to?
Not
1%.
Yeah. Like 1%.
Yeah. Wouldn't that tell you that like the guy that you do like is very rare?
Yeah.
Yes or no? So the rarer commodity should be sought after.
But they don't think that. But they don't think that.
Guys that are rare, they do think that.
But like if you like a girl, you're not gonna chase her. You're just gonna let her just like.
You gotta understand, a man with a lot of men.
You gotta meet me halfway.
With a lot of men, they have so much shit going on, right? They working, all that stuff.
I see that.
They also have other women that they have on their roster.
Okay.
So
okay.
listen. If a man has, for example, if a man has girls, it's just like when a guy meets you, right? It's not all the time that you're gonna be single, or you might have guys you're talking to. It's like four guys, 3 guys, depending on the type of girl. You're like doing this whole rotation thing. Same thing with a guy. So if you don't show interest with a guy and say, yo, listen, I like you. I want us to go somewhere else. I want to, meet up with you again. The guy's going to be like, okay. If not, he's going to be like, she's just another girl.
So is that what you guys want? You guys want a woman
you cannot
to
say
be like...
I cannot generalize to something. Some guys just want to be fuck boys. So this is why you got to understand what type of...
So for example...
That's why chasing is subjective, because if a guy does chase you, if he's a high value and he does chase you, chances are he's probably chasing you and feeding you like, what's it? Feeling you like lullabies or whatever the fuck that phrase is.
Lullabies.
Like good nothings. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to fuck.
Sweet nothings.
Sweet nothings. He's trying to fuck.
So you